North Texas. This is NTTV News at Noon.
Iranian missile attack leaves buildings in Tel Aviv in ruin.
NASA announces plans to build a permanent base on the moon.
Drone deliveries are rising in popularity. I've got an exclusive interview with more information coming up.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining NTTV News at Noon. I'm Isabel Smith.
And I'm Talia Munson.
Buildings have been damaged and cars have been left burning in Tel Aviv, Israel after an Iranian missile attack Tuesday morning. There were at least 4 impact sites around Tel Aviv with 6 citizens reported injured so far. Search and rescue teams have been deployed to several of the impact sites. Israel's military had warned earlier this morning of possible missile launches from Iran, and Israel's defense forces have been deployed and bomb disposal experts have been deployed as well to deal with fallen explosives. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz confirms that the Israeli military will continue its strikes on Lebanon and the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah.
Hundreds of thousands of residents of southern Lebanon who evacuated northward will not return to the south of the Litani River until security for northern residents is ensured. All 5 bridges over the Litani that were used by Hezbollah to transfer operatives and weapons have been destroyed, and the IDF will control the remaining crossings and the security zone up to the Litani. The principle is clear: where there is terrorism and missiles, there will be no homes and no residents, and the IDF will remain present.
Lebanese officials have attempted to enter into direct negotiation. However, both Israel and Hezbollah have not expressed any desire to stop the war anytime soon.
Let's see what's happening outside right now.
Over to our weather anchor, Marguerite Calkins.
Thanks, Isabel. Let's take a look at our current conditions right now here in Denton. Today, we are looking at a beautiful, bright, and sunny 71 degrees, low wind speeds at only 10 miles per hour. But then going into later tonight, our weather will go up to 83, nothing out of the ordinary, but our wind speeds will also be picking up. So if you haven't taken your allergy meds for today, I highly, highly recommend it. Going into tomorrow's forecast, we are looking at 77. Yet again, nice, bright, and sunny. Shouldn't expect too many clouds or wind, but our wind speed is going up to 14. So that's all I have for our weather. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Marguerite. The war in Iran continues to drive up gas prices, which average almost $4 for regular gas, according to AAA. U.S. gas prices rose for the 24th day straight today, and it's the highest it's been since 2022. AAA reports the average price for a gallon of regular gas is now $3.98. The war in Iran has disrupted tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, halting about 20% of the world's oil supply. The U.S. produces much of its own oil, but since gas prices are set on a global market, overseas disruptions still hit drivers at home. Now, new concerns arise after an explosion at a major Texas oil refinery on Monday. In other news, drone deliveries are on the rise, with Zipline partnering with Walmart to reach more residents. Our NTTV's Kyle Larson is live with the scoop.
That's right, Talia. Zipline is a drone delivery company who has made over 2 million drone deliveries, operating in 8 countries across 4 continents, delivering food, healthcare products, agriculture products, and so much more. Recently, Zipline has partnered with Walmart to expand their drone deliveries. Today, I'm here with Connor from Zipline. So Connor, what can you tell us about Zipline?
Yeah, Zipline is the world's largest drone delivery company. It's the world's largest autonomous logistics network. We started in 2016 delivering blood and vital medical products to hospital systems in Africa. And what we found is that we were so good at it that there was such a massive market for instant logistics. Like when you get people stuff really fast, really convenient, there's over 5 billion instant deliveries in the world right now that needed to come to the United States. So we launched a partnership with Walmart in 2020, and since then we've continued to expand and grow. And we're excited to be launching here in Denton today on Thursday at noon. So folks on campus and in the Denton area will be able to start receiving deliveries.
So what do you hope to accomplish with this recent partnership?
Yeah, we're so excited. As I mentioned, over 5 billion instant deliveries happen every single day, worldwide on the planet. And we believe that market continues to just expand. Once the service becomes so affordable, so fast, there's such a need. So we're really excited to bring that to the Denton community. And on Thursday, we're hoping for a massive turnout of folks to download the Zipline app. They'll be able to put in their address, pick their delivery spot, and receive deliveries in minutes rather than hours. No tip. Really excited to be bringing that service to the community.
What do you have to say to anyone who is thinking about ordering from Zipline?
Give us a shot. It's one of those things that folks are like, hey, I'm not sure how it works. How that actually works is they download the app, put in their address. Their first delivery has no delivery fee, so free delivery. The order will be prepared by the store. The aircraft flies over to the store, picks up the order, flies directly to the delivery site, stays way up high, hundreds of feet in the air, and then this delivery zip comes down on a tether. It'll navigate using 3 little fans, touch down, doors on the bottom open, making a super precise, quiet, and convenient delivery.
Thank you, Connor.
Absolutely.
Look up your local Walmart to see if online order is available and get your order delivered today. For NCTV News, I'm Kyle Larson.
Thanks, Kyle. Coming up, who is being sent to help TSA during the partial shutdown?
And the next big leap for mankind in space. Up next.
We're NTTV's longest running Spanish entertainment show, and we're all about culture, creativity, and community in Spanish.
Vámonos.
Why should you join Talons?
We are very welcoming to people who may be a little bit hesitant. There's people currently right now in our organization who are in leadership positions who were hesitant before to join, and they found out that they just loved the organization and wanted to be a bigger part of it. They post about the football games, everything they're doing, all their events that they host.
What's the best part about Talons?
I would say meeting new people, because the university, while it's a kind of small campus in terms of like physical land, there's a ton of people here. And so getting to meet all these people who have so much school spirit and love for this university and want to spread that to other people, it's kind of like a little miniature family that we're in.
What's wrong? Are you stuck in your paper?
Pretty much. I haven't written anything in like an hour.
Why don't you check out the Writing Center at UNT?
Well, how do I meet up with them?
All you have to do to make an appointment is visit the Writing Center's website and either call the number or email writingcenter@unt.edu. The appointment is 30 minutes long, and the trained tutors will be able to help with brainstorming, correcting grammar, ensuring clarity, and a wide range of services. They also do walk-in appointments.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna check them out.
So, when's this paper due?
30 minutes.
For more information, visit the UNT Writing Center's website.
Yeah, it's 6 pages.
I warned them that this was dangerous, but did they listen? No!
I've been having these dreams.
Welcome in.
This is part of the process, Eric. I only want what is best for you.
You want me to go on and on with the program until there's nothing left of me.
We are one now. Our goals are the same.
No, they're not.
Don't get your hopes up.
Is that it?
That's it.
Nothing can stop me now!
Yeah.
An Air Canada plane collided with a fire rescue vehicle at New York's LaGuardia Airport Sunday evening. Officials say the crash was caused when air traffic control cleared the fire rescue vehicle to cross the plane's runway before abruptly instructing it to stop. The plane's 2 pilots were killed and over 40 passengers were injured and rushed to hospital, as well as 2 individuals from the fire rescue vehicle. The plane was reportedly traveling at over 100 miles per hour at the time of the collision. In the wake of the crash, LaGuardia Airport had shut down all flights and operations, but has since reopened with 1 runway and lengthy delays.
Checkpoint wait times rise as immigration and customs enforcement agents arrived at more than a dozen U.S. airports on Monday, in addition to call-outs from transportation security enforcement agents. CNN's Karen Kaifa has the latest.
President Donald Trump says it was his idea to send immigration and customs enforcement agents into some of the nation's busiest airports.
ICE was my idea. First person I called was Tom Homan. I said, what do you think? He said, I think it's great.
ICE agents under the direction of Border Czar Tom Homan were deployed to more than a dozen U.S. airports Monday as call-outs and resignations by Transportation Security Administration officers climb amid a stalemate over Homeland Security funding that's left them without pay since mid-February.
I've never seen lines like those before, and those certainly pose security issues for all of those folks involved, and that has to be addressed right away.
Homan said agents would help TSA in areas that don't need their specialized expertise, like screening through X-ray machines.
ICE has a specific, very important mission on its own, and to be taking them off their regular jobs for which they're specifically trained makes very little sense to me.
Travelers have faced unpredictable wait times at busy airports like Chicago's O'Hare.
I decided that I should just make sure that in order to catch my flight, I have to get here at least 3 hours beforehand.
At Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson, passengers were advised to arrive at least 4 hours ahead of departure time Monday.
I know about the news. I knew it would be bad. I came prepared.
And at Houston's Bush Intercontinental, passengers were warned wait times could stretch past 4 hours. Congress is expected to begin a spring recess at the end of this week, potentially leaving the DHS shutdown unresolved until mid-April. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
This immediately sparked a response. Protesters gathered against ICE agents outside one terminal at an Atlanta airport on Monday. Protesters claim ICE's presence is a poor use of federal funding, and the government should focus on paying TSA workers. We will continue to watch as this story develops. Isabel, there is definitely a change going on outside today.
Yes, I agree. You can 100% feel it.
Yeah, but I just can't quite put my finger on it.
I'm sure our weather anchor Marguerite Calkins will know. Marguerite, what's going on?
Well, Isabel, I can officially say that spring has sprung. Looking across North Texas, we are looking at some late 60s to some early 70s. It's really nice weather all across the board. Definitely want to break out those t-shirts and shorts, but like I said earlier, with our wind, you might want to keep a windbreaker on hand. Going into Texas overall, we are still very consistent with our high 60s to low 70s overall. Obviously, the further down south you go, it's going to be a little bit warmer. So like I said, stay up to date with your weather. Maybe put on some SPF, you never know. Moving into our 7-week forecast, the next couple of days, we are looking at some beautiful high 80s. We get into a little bit of a lull, but not too big of a change. Some partly cloudy skies. But, of course, to top off all this great weather, we get to start off next Monday with a beautiful day in the 80s. Thanks so much, y'all. Back to you at the desk.
Did you hear about the NASA meeting today?
No, I didn't. What is it?
Honestly, I don't know too much, but I know our segment anchor, Varun Engineer, does. What's happening, Varun?
Thanks, y'all. Today, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, also known as NASA, is hosting a day-long public event to highlight the agency's upcoming missions to land astronauts on the moon and other objectives. Right now, NASA canceled plans to deploy a space station in lunar orbit and will instead use its components to construct a $20 billion base on the moon's surface over the next 7 years.
The moon base will not appear overnight.
We will invest approximately $20 billion over the next 7 years and build it through dozens of missions, working together with commercial and international partners towards a deliberate and achievable plan.
Moon landing is now targeted for no earlier than 2028. An initial lunar landing in NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman envisions another crewed surface mission later in 2028, followed by at least one crewed mission landing each year. And that's all I have. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Varun. According to prediction markets, NASA has a 15% chance of landing on the moon before 2028. However, markets like these could be getting banned soon. The Prediction Markets Are Gambling Act was introduced Monday and would prohibit entities registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission from listing anything that resembles sports betting. Both Costi and Polymarket introduced new guardrails and tools yesterday to prevent insider trading and market manipulation. These brands are just two of many that could be affected by this bipartisan bill, as senators are also looking to regulate online casino-style games as well.
Up next, President Trump is betting on a change to how elections operate.
And the Supreme Court case being heard to decide that, coming up.
Late night at North Texas. Late night at North Texas.
Blocked
Late
in.
night
Okay.
at North Texas.
Color the world with peace and joy.
Tell me, Diva, what's the tea?
My Nisha drag is dumb.
The spirits have guided you to me.
Measles vaccines coverage is
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Edison Stewart.
And I'm Alexandria Teeters.
Hola, Rieros! We're NTTV's longest running Spanish entertainment show, and we're all about culture, creativity, and community in Spanish.
Vámonos.
Welcome back. President Trump cast a mail-in ballot for Tuesday's special election in Florida. This comes as a surprise because Trump has long railed against mail-in voting, even calling it mail-in cheating. According to voter records, President Trump has been registered to vote there since 2019, and that he mailed his ballot at least one other time in 2020. President Trump has called for some exceptions for mail-in voting, such as when voters are ill, disabled, traveling, or in the military, but it is unclear why President Trump chose to mail his ballot for this week's special election in Florida.
Yesterday, the Supreme Court heard oral arguments in a case about whether states may count mail-in ballots as received after Election Day. CNN's Paula Reed has more.
Today here at the Supreme Court, the justices heard a case that could change how elections happen in over a dozen states. Now remember, this is a conservative supermajority court, 6-3, and I can tell you here today, the conservative justices appeared skeptical about whether mail-in ballots that arrive after Election Day should count. Specifically, the justices are looking at a COVID-era law in Mississippi that allows ballots to be counted as long as they are postmarked by Election Day. Now, roughly a dozen other states have similar laws. The Trump Justice Department and the RNC, they are arguing that because federal law says the election happens on the Tuesday after the first Monday in November, votes that come in after that should not be counted. The other side of the case argues that states have always been given a lot of leeway in terms of how elections are administered. They say federal law can decide the date, but when it comes to the details, let the states decide. Now, a decision against the Mississippi law could impact folks who are living overseas who mail in their ballots, members of the military. It also throws open the question of early in-person voting. Now, we likely won't know what the justices decide until June, but the stakes could not be higher because this decision could impact the November midterms, which of course will decide which party controls the House and the Senate.
Well, I know this weekend is supposed to pick up a little chill, but that shouldn't ruin my March Madness plans, right?
That's right, Isabel. A little chill won't stop a game. And our sports anchor, Olivia Robinson, can give us the full itinerary on the weekend. What's new, Olivia?
Thanks to Leia and Isabel. Coming up, we have exciting news about March Madness to American Conference leading softball and spring sports clubs. Stay with us up next after this break.
Property Brothers have won!
The do's and don'ts of the Pole Rec Center. See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, just it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
It's a jibber jabber. Yes, jibber jabber.
Jibber Jabber is a man on the street indie TV show for Instagram that's in its 7th season. With 2 hosts, 1 comfy chair, and a Would You Do Something bowl.
Pretty much the gist of our show is that we're going to be inviting UNT students, all of our lovely family over, and we're going to be talking to them. And when we run out of things to say, we're going to ask them,
Would you do something?
I think we're ready to do something.
Fortnite son or Minecraft daughter?
Evil lies here.
Go, 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 go!
Get that, get that! Be gone, evil spirit!
Happy Tuesday, everyone. As we enjoy the spring weather, we can also enjoy March Madness here in Texas this year. How so? Well, the women's Sweet 16 lineup will be playing in the Dickies Arena starting March 26th until March 30th, including top seed teams like number 1 UConn, number 1 Texas, and number 2 Michigan, and number 2 Vanderbilt. So go ahead and get your tickets now. On the topic of March, as we reflect on Women's History Month, North Texas softball is now in sole possession of first place in the American Conference after a major win against UTSA this Sunday. Mean Green softball secured the win in 6-4 in San Antonio, clinching its third consecutive series win in the conference. Junior Madison Conley collected her third game with 3 run-batted ins this season. Meanwhile, Taylor Platt, sophomore, posted her 5th multi-hit of the season. The team's next match is tomorrow, March 25th at 6 p.m. against Abilene Christian Game. This game can be streamed on ESPN+. And another cool sports club is the UNT Men's Rugby Club, which I got the chance to sit in personally on a practice before their Yellow Rose Showcase conference.
They may not play under bright stadium lights, but the UNT men's rugby team is making a name for themselves one tackle at a time. With big wins this season and a growing fan base, they're proving rugby deserves a spot in the Mean Green spotlight.
Honestly, it's not as hard as it looks. Like unless you're soft, like if you're an athlete and you know you can perform to the level of an athlete, like it's really not that crazy. Anytime I tell someone I play rugby, they're like, bro, that's crazy, you're crazy. Like, no, I'm just not soft.
For any of those that are kind of like hesitant about joining rugby, definitely give it a shot. I mean, you definitely realize this is a great brotherhood, this is a great team, it's a great sport, and it's definitely worthwhile. I mean, get out here and play. It's so fun, I promise you.
Being part of this team, it really means a lot to me. I've been playing since I was a freshman. I'm a junior now, and I mean, ever since I joined, I really feel like my college experience is like transformed. I really view these guys as like brothers, and on the field, off the field, like we're always doing stuff. So it's like we're always there for each other.
The team is currently 5-1 this season and showing no signs of slowing down as they push towards the playoffs.
One word I would use to describe this team, it's just mean. We face a lot of good competition, a lot of high-level competitors. We always come to perform. We're kind of unstoppable. Like we're really a force to be reckoned with.
The team is just getting started, coming in with high energy and a hunger to keep winning. For NTTV, I'm Deja Jackson.
1, 2, 3,
Competes this Saturday, the 28th, in the Lone Star Sevens Championship in San Antonio. Go Mean Green. Back to you guys at the desk.
Some incredible rescues on Oahu's North Shore recently after heavy rains triggered severe flooding in the area. Some of the most vulnerable residents needed a helping hand.
And we're not talking about the usual suspects. We mean the furry four-legged kind. Rescuers from the Hawaii Humane Society and Hawaii Pointer Rescue didn't let waist-deep mud or rising water stop them from reaching those in need.
Mahalani Richardson with CNN has the story of the puppy patrol that went above and beyond.
Friday's flooding on Oahu's North Shore stranded people and pets, but thankfully, Lucky the dog was saved. Chris Casey, an animal protection officer with the Hawaiian Humane Society, is one of many helping rescue and feed animals in the floodwaters.
It was definitely intense being in waist-deep water, but just, my main concern is that we were able to at least distribute food or any kind of care, any services that animals needed.
Field 5 to dispatch.
On Monday, it's his 7th straight day of work, and he's with Josh Carey, the American Humane Society's National Director for Rescue. In the muddy agricultural fields of Mokuleia,
here's some dried food.
The team found a farm worker whose dogs needed food. But then the Humane Society's vehicle got stuck in the mud. The team needed help themselves.
Forward!
So a group of farm workers pushed them out.
So literally minutes after the agricultural workers and the Humane Society workers got together to push the truck out, then they got word that some puppies needed rescuing. Apparently the mother died, and so now they're gonna go in there, get some puppies and take them to safety.
Ugh. Casey and Carrie went in to pull out the puppies, and the farm worker is full of gratitude.
I feel so good, especially if you're rescuing these cute little babies right here. just brings joy to my heart.
This is the goal, is to be able to help the community and the animals. It just shows the community, they come together for each other no matter what.
Give them some treats.
It's all in a day's work, and then it's back out to save and feed more furry friends. On the North Shore, Mahialani Richardson, Hawaii News Now.
Incredible work by those teams.
Truly, it's good to see those pups are in safe hands now.
Thanks for watching NTTV News at Noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.